Boom, like always, a special episode of the No Hangover podcast. I'm live with my boy E.
Yurt.
Already
What
know.
up?
Already know where to find us. You can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Podcast, the radio, the television, anywhere you want to watch, listen. You can see us everywhere.
Everywhere.
In the streets of downtown occasionally.
Haven't hit those in a while.
Trying not to hit those for a while. I should stay away. Should stay away from the streets.
Oh shit, that is a bad.
But you know the streets love me. I love the streets.
You do love the streets.
It's like,
do they love you back?
I don't know. Fuck it.
Do they love you back?
Maybe not.
I don't know if they love me.
I don't really love the streets like that. I'm capping. I do enjoy them occasionally.
I don't know. You might love it. Maybe not like
I wouldn't say
these
love.
streets specifically, but the streets in general. Like fucking.
The party lifestyle.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. You know, work hard, play harder. Fuck it.
Boom. Work hard, play hard, work hard.
I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that.
We work hard. Bro,
I wish I could honestly cut it, but can't. I can't.
Neo works hard, play. Wiz Khalifa works hard and plays hard.
That is true. Work hard, play hard.
Boom,
Okay.
there you go.
Got me there. You got me there.
Fucking go. All right, well, shit. I haven't been here in a while.
What's your fault?
Fucking right into some UFC shit.
Oh, straight off rip.
Did you watch any of the fight night, the Cody Garbrandt fight?
No, I did not.
He got fucking work. He's got to retire.
I heard lost for
got
5 rounds.
That Rob
Or
Font
4
guy.
rounds and 1 5th round.
Hey, he's Puerto Rican too. Turn up. Rob Font. Anyways.
Go back to a late episode.
Fucking in the vault. No one's in the vault.
Forever.
But
Shit's hilarious.
he's a good fighter. He's got good hands, but he was not aggressive enough. Like I feel like he could have ended the fight like 2 or 3 times.
That's
and
what
he
Ryan
would
was saying.
he hit
He would
him,
put him down
he would
damn near
stick him
and then
fucking
step off.
hurt him and see that he was and then just kind of not press the issue. I'm just like, bro, end the fight. End the fight. And he just,
go get a knockout.
I mean, he got a unanimous decision, but he definitely
That's bad. That's a bad loss.
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt, he was just taking hits. He's washed now, it seems.
I don't know, because his last fight, I mean, he had won his last fight, pretty sure.
Did he?
By a knockout.
That one knockout that he had
End of the round?
Yeah.
Toosh. Was, I think, pretty sure that was his last fight.
Well, he lost bad. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. But
Was that in the bantamweight division?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty positive.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Peter
Yan. Aljamain Sterling is the champ.
He shouldn't be, but fuck it.
Shouldn't be, but illegal knees, man.
Your boy fucking Charles Oliveira.
Boom.
The world.
Called it.
You did call that. It took him long enough.
Called it. So, Charles Oliveira, yep, the lightweight champion of the world right now. Beat Michael Chandler because Bellator ain't built the same. No, I'm just kidding. A hell of a fighter, but I knew it from the jump.
Yeah,
I honestly thought it was gonna be a round 1 finish, just because Charles Oliveira is a beast. People sleep on him because he's not fought for the championship clearly, but he's been on a win streak for 3-4 years now. Granted, he doesn't fight that often, but that's 10, 11. He's fought 10, 11 times and hasn't lost.
I don't know. I mean,
he's got the most submissions in UFC history.
That he does. I thought Michael Chandler was going to win pretty easily. So maybe I would sleep on him, but
fucking snooze Magoo's over there.
I don't know.
Eeyore himself. Fucking nah. You were hella asleep on him. You didn't think he could.
He was going to get knocked out.
Yeah, you were
like,
he can't fight.
The fuck out.
I mean, to be honest, hey, it did look. I mean, he was winning. I thought in the first round, of course.
He won.
But there was a second where Michael Chandler was hitting him, where I was like, oh shit, could he get him? But he escaped all that.
He didn't, and then he fucking got knocked out. Damn, yeah. But he took it like a champ, though. He really did. Like a loser, I guess, but like a fair loser. He went out
who, Michael Chandler?
Yeah, he gave Oliveira his.
Of course, you got to, because. You know what's funny though?
Some guys might be bitches.
True.
Deontay Wilder, a little off topic. Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight that's about to happen now. Deontay Wilder went out like a bitch.
Not necessarily.
He did. He made a jillion excuses
after the fight. Yes,
the suit was
true.
Too heavy.
He did. No. After the fight, tired. But I thought you meant in the ring, because in the ring he did not. He was mad. He didn't get fucking knocked the fuck out. He was if you're gonna if I lost, you better put me to sleep.
Yeah, but they didn't. They fucking his corner threw in the towel and saved him. But yeah, he got worked. Anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah, Michael Chandler, he went out like a fucking, like a fair loser, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for? Not a sore loser, like a fucking,
I guess
like
so.
a classy guy. And he'll probably work his way into another championship fight eventually because
Michael Chandler, yeah.
Yeah, because right now the winner of not Justin Gaethje, which I think Dariush and Justin Gaethje should fight, and I think Dariush would probably beat him.
I don't think so.
I think he would beat him. I'm not that high on Justin Gaethje.
He's not like, oh my god, my favorite guy, but I've picked him in some crazy fights. Honestly, I picked him over Khabib at one point. I knew better, but I just wanted to see something different.
Stupid.
It was, but it's not like I lost any money or nothing.
But you're about to though soon. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, no, I definitely think he would beat Justin Gaethje. I think I don't know. I don't like Justin Gaethje that much. I don't think he was ever like. He's
got power though.
He does, but he's not really like technical like that. He just seems like he's more of a fucking brawler. And for as much as Dariush is a brawler, he's a little bit more like it's like a controlled chaos. Like sometimes he goes in with some type of plan, but he's not scared to throw hands.
But remember, everyone goes into a fight with a plan until you get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah, but there's some fighters that you could tell that are like
stick to the plan regardless.
Stick to the plan, but they're able to work with that
was how
plan.
Khabib was.
Justin Gaethje, I feel like he's kind of like a Cody Garbrandt type that he just starts when all else fails, like fuck the plan, I'm just gonna start throwing haymakers in. That could fuck you.
I mean, maybe even his younger days, but his last fight, even when he fought Khabib,
he was getting pieced up.
When he lost,
he was getting pieced up, and then he made him tap out. Like that was a dominant fight. He didn't tap out.
He got knocked. He got choked submitted. Out.
Yeah,
fucking.
He did. I guess he couldn't tap out because he was.
He didn't want to tap. That's why he did. That's why fucking.
That was a dominant.
Khabib did that. Choked him out instead of fucking. Tried to put him in the armbar because he knew he wouldn't tap. He was like, I'm gonna have to break his arm, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna just make him pass out.
He did land some hits on Khabib, but he was eating them. They weren't phasing him, and he was beating him standing up and on the ground. In my opinion, it looked like.
Khabib is just a different guy.
He is, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's a whole different.
But I think that
a whole different animal, whole different ball game.
I think that would probably be the next fight for Dariush, and then the winner of Poirier Conor McGregor is going to fight Charles Oliveira.
Of course. Which I honestly don't see why. I mean, Dustin, I guess, because he's the number one contender.
That I understand. I understand why Conor too, because
the money fight.
Yeah.
But I feel like honestly, Charles could probably could beat both of them. Probably will beat either one of them.
I feel like it would be a harder fight if Dustin Poirier wins and fights Charles Oliveira.
I mean, you're saying this now.
I think it would be
It all depends on what happens July 10th, though.
No, I still feel like Poirier is a harder matchup for Charles Oliveira than Conor McGregor is.
Conor has only won one fight in the lightweight division. Love him, but he's only won one fight.
And he's only won one fight in like the last 2 years.
2-3 years, yeah.
2 fights, I guess. He fought Donald Cerrone, and then who did he fight after? Did he fight Dustin Poirier right after that? Oh yeah, so he's only won one fight. So there you go. He's a loser right now.
And that was at 170.
Winning in life, losing in fighting, because he can't fucking get himself a dub. Sucks to suck, getting knocked out and shit.
He did get knocked out.
He'll probably get dropped again.
Dustin fucking avenged his knockout. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Again.
See, you say this, but if Conor comes out and knocks fucking Dustin the fuck out,
money
of course,
outside of the UFC. So if
he
was unmotivated before, what makes you think he's gonna be motivated? He's just in.
He just got knocked out.
More money.
Yes, but it's still a pride thing. You get knocked out, you're gonna avenge your knockout. Like you got to. At least mentally, I feel like if someone ever got me,
mentally, yes. Physically, he can't do it anymore. He's not in it. He's not enough. He's not.
I don't know.
He's not.
I don't know if he's not.
Dustin Poirier.
He wasn't. But for instance, Conor didn't stick to a game plan. Conor was around Yesman, who fucking let him just box. He wasn't on his normal style. His throwing kicks. He barely threw any kicks. Didn't check shit. That's the reason he got knocked the fuck out. That leg was gone.
Bro, he hasn't won. He hasn't won a significant fight in a while. Why would I believe that now he's gonna start?
Oh. I mean, he's still ranked 5th
because of the name power and the money.
Yeah, but Michael Chandler just got knocked the fuck out, and he's ranked 4th. So, you know what's crazy? He got knocked out the exact same way as Conor. He got hit, stumbled, was starting to run away. Got hit again.
I think Michael Chandler would probably beat Conor McGregor right now too.
Well, I don't know.
Because Michael Chandler, I mean, he's a better wrestler and he's got good. And he's looking for a knockout though, but he's a better wrestler than Conor McGregor is for sure.
I just feel like Michael Chandler's a little guy.
Everyone in the lightweight division is pretty small. They're not pretty big. They're not.
I mean, they weigh only 155 pounds, but I'm just saying, like, he just looks like in stature a small guy. Like some of Charles Oliveira. How tall is
Charles Oliveira is like 6'4" though, isn't he? Not 6'4", but he's a taller lightweight. He's got to be like closer to like 5'11". He's lanky.
He probably is
5'10", 5'11". And for a lightweight, for a 5'11" guy, 5'8" guy, 5'9", 5'10", weighing 155. Yeah, he's a lanky guy for that division. He's a tall guy for that division.
I would fuck up that division.
You wouldn't not.
Yes, I could. I gotta lose 25 pounds, but I would fuck that division up.
Oh, the confidence that you said that with was fucking incredible. That is rich, but no, you wouldn't. You get fucked up. You get fucked
all right, if it was my first fight fighting in the UFC, yeah, I would. But if I trained, fuck that.
In the UFC,
nah, I would fuck them up.
20th fight fighting the UFC.
I'm lengthy as fuck for these guys. I would go fuck that whole shit up. Calling it out right now.
Oh my God.
How old is it? How old are the champions? They're all like in their 30s. I got some years.
Bro, you better start like yesterday. Fucking get to training.
June 1st.
Oh fuck.
I'll be on it.
Hell no.
I'm gonna start my training. Make a run at my UFC career.
You said that with such fucking
Me and my boy E, we're gonna make our UFC careers.
That's crazy.
How long do you think it'll take us to get into the UFC?
Man, I don't know. Forever.
This guy. Well, he's clearly his championship dreams are fucking.
Bro, I don't know. I've never fought.
I was supposed to train this man.
I've never done any combat sports, so I don't really. That's a different type of like getting in shape and a different type of like.
It's a different type of animal.
Yeah, it's different than like a team sport, and
Can you be a different type of animal and the same beast?
Is you have somebody else to rely on, like golf, tennis, fighting. Like that's all you. Like you have no one else to fall back on. Like once you start feeling tired, like.
Got to dig deep.
You got to dig
into the tank. I honestly feel low key. Well, of course, I feel like every male feels this way. But if you trained say you trained for 2-3 years, I feel like I would definitely fuck these guys up.
Hey, guess what? There's people that do train for 2-3 years and never make it. There's people that train their whole life and never make it.
True, but where do you think they go? How do you even get out? Like, I think it's like what nowadays they got like what the Ultimate Fighter and shit.
I mean,
the UFC holds.
They do have the Ultimate Fighter, but I mean, you
got to train at a pretty strategic, a pretty good gym.
If you go to these gyms and you start meeting people start putting you on, getting you into fights in smaller leagues.
Imagine if I just start fighting and I knock fucking everyone out. Every person I've ever fought.
When was the last time you fought? Like for real, like got into a fight, like for real.
Long time. Been waiting to fuck somebody up. No one wants these hands.
I mean, sure.
They don't want these problems.
Maybe you do have the natural hidden talent. You are a hidden gem in MMA. Maybe you are.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a weird guy.
But I don't think we're ever going to find out. Because
I got to stop fucking around and we should try to find out. Can you imagine what kind of shit we would be talking if episode.
And the fucking podcast would really blow up.
You're damn right it would.
Two friends, yeah.
No Hangover to the top.
Fighting, and then they started fighting, and then started kicking ass and taking names.
And then we're fucking UFC champions still on a podcast.
Other people.
Boom. I was like, and then we're UFC champs with a podcast.
That would be an incredible story. That's some like Disney shit.
Fuck Disney.
That is. You can't write
UFC
a better script than that.
Actually, UFC or ESPN, I should say.
Yeah.
They don't own the UFC.
Yeah, they're partners. They're partners.
Yeah, but see, so Charles Oliveira was 5'10", Michael Chandler's 5'8", but he doesn't look 5'8".
He looks smaller. Tiny, he does look smaller.
He just looks like a small guy.
Yeah, he does look small. But Dustin Poirier is like 5'9". Conor McGregor
Dustin Poirier is 5'9".
5'8", 5'7", Conor McGregor.
I think they list him as 5'9" too.
Conor McGregor looks short. I mean, all those guys look short, but Conor McGregor looks short. What about Darnush? He's kind of tall.
He's 5'10".
5'8", 5'9".
What? I just looked at this shit.
Conor, 5'9". So I mean, I guess like in reality, they're really not that short. They just look short on the TV.
I got fucking in shot most of these guys.
They look short the TV.
Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson
both
needs
5'11". Yeah.
Darnouche. Let's get into that fight real quick because he fucking whooped his ass, which I kind of expected. I thought he was gonna. I wanted him to knock him out, but it's Tony Ferguson, so
he made it. He made it all 3 rounds.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm not surprised that he didn't get knocked out, but
I'm surprised he didn't get submitted. Tony does not care about his limbs. He does not care about his limbs.
He tore something in his fucking leg when he had that fucking.
For sure, tore something in his leg.
Oh my! 100%. That leg lock, shit. It looked like a fucking figure 4 type shit. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's what Tony is a different fucking. He definitely should retire though because. I mean, you're on a 3-fight ruin streak.
Like 10 years off of his life. He looks older every fucking fight. Like
last fight, man. No, when he fought Darnouche, he looked younger than his last fight. His fight prior, oh my god, bro! I was like, how old is Tony?
Cheeks were sunken in.
I was like, how old is Tony Ferguson?
Fucked up.
I guess it was just like a fucked up weight cut for him because he looked.
Up.
Yeah, he looked.
But it was the same weight class, was it not?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he just lost bad weight. I don't know.
Well, because think about it. I mean, this isn't their natural weight. No one fights. None of these guys are honestly 155.
Well, yeah. I mean, some of them are. Some of them can. Like, there's some fighters that, like, not
always.
Yeah,
some fighters stay at their weight class.
Like, you can fight at your weight class, and you're a good fighter in that weight class.
True.
So it just depends. It
depends how you hold the weight, though.
It depends how you hold the weight, and it depends on like. I mean, your chin essentially, and like how you match up, and like if you can move weight. If you got the power like from. Yeah, because if like there's some guys that walk around at like, whatever.
I mean, Khabib, for instance, Khabib weighs like naturally, like he said he's like around basically. Well, he's bigger than me. He's like 190, walking around weight.
Yeah.
So that's a fat ass weight cut.
But he's not gonna fight in middleweight. That's the
correct. Thing. He's not fighting at 170. Exactly. He's going all the way down to 155. Exactly. I'm saying right now I weigh 180. If I dropped 25 pounds to fight, I feel like
it's just.
Oh my god! First off, I don't know how to drop 25 pounds like that. That would be correct with training, nutritionists, and all that. But damn,
I mean, essentially, just don't eat. Fucking dehydrate yourself. Essentially, just.
Well, yeah, but they do it. They do it. They cut through like it's a training camp, so it's not like they're cutting all this weight one day. I mean, some people have had to cut crazy.
Like,
fucking Jorge, Jorge.
Week notice or whatever, and they got to fucking
Masvidal
cut 20 pounds in fucking a week.
That's
in
disgusting.
5 days.
He probably was
3 hours cutting fucking 20 pounds.
He was fucking just dying low key.
Yeah,
but
that's just not
he made it.
For you.
Made the weight.
He fucking lost, and
he
then he
did.
fucked around.
And then he fucked around and got knocked out.
Oh my god, that was horrendous.
That was a bad.
That was horrific. That was a fucking tragic event.
He got baptized.
That was a tragic event in his life.
Yeah.
He did get fucked up, sweat fucking flying everywhere. That was a fucking Kodak moment.
Kamaru Usman needs to fight Colby Covington again.
And he'll probably whoop his ass. I feel like he'll whoop his ass this time. I feel like he will.
I mean, they went 5 rounds last time.
Kamaru Usman's making me a believer that he's just a fucking beast. He is different.
The Nigerian Nightmare.
He is different.
The Boogeyman.
He just because he has hands now though. He has hands. Like before, he was just wrestling and like stomping on toes and just winning by points. He has hands now. Like he went against a guy in Jorge Masvidal, which nobody thought that Jorge Masvidal was really going to win that fight. But if he was going to win, the people thought he was going to have to take him down to the ground and wrestle him. He stood up with him and fucking made him look like he didn't belong in the same octagon as him.
Well, yeah, he baptized him.
But like standing up though, look, Masvidal didn't even look like he was like.
He was just a little too cocky with it.
It didn't even seem like they were in the same class in that fight.
Because he was taking hits and then he'd be smiling and shit, like being too cocky, and then he got knocked the fuck out. So.
Oh my god, I felt bad. I remember watching that knockout and I felt bad. Like in that moment, like oh my gosh.
Not only he got knocked out, but then he got like shoulder checked to the floor. Fucking
yeah.
Get off me.
And he was fucking.
He was already done. Like,
he was done. Bad. I was like, damn. He was talking all that fucking shit.
Cash shit.
He fucking had his little 15 minutes. This was the time to capitalize. He got his rematch and he fucking shit the bed. Shit the bed and got knocked the fuck out.
Kamaru Usman was like, fuck off. Fuck what you heard.
That shit, that was fucking.
He was like, shh.
Oh, man.
He's like, I hear all this talk y'all been doing, but shh.
What about this Israel Adesanya fight that's coming up? I just watched the first fight between them.
Did you?
Yeah. I think. based off that, unless this Vettori guy, whatever the fuck his name is, unless he got like significantly better, I'm gonna go back and watch some of his other fights before the June 12th fight with Izzy. But I feel like unless Israel Adesanya unless that loss got to him in a different way or whatever, I don't see it really being a problem.
I don't think
the second time around.
No,
he hit him a little bit, but in the first fight, Izzy picked him apart. Like,
of course,
it was a clear win.
Israel Adesanya is a different breed. Like, especially when it comes. Nah, I don't think anyone in the middleweight division is gonna see him for a while. The only thing I think their only hope, besides maybe Robert, but even like hopefully he fights Pablo Costa.
No, he's gonna fucking beat the shit out of Pablo Costa.
I know. I want to see it.
No, we already saw that. He got knocked out by Izzy.
I know, but I want to see another guy.
I forgot about Robert Whitaker though. He's been getting better every fight too.
Wow.
He's been getting better every fight.
Robert Whitaker is something different too.
He is.
And granted, the first fight Izzy got his ass.
He's an athlete though. That's the thing. Like, because I was watching some of the Ultimate Fighter. He was one of the coaches, and the coaches challenge that he did, he fucking killed it with ease. It was like fucking running 20 laps around the track or some shit like that, and he fucking killed it. The guy that he fought, that Mexican dude, he knocked him out recently. Fucking throwing up, couldn't fucking get it done. Fucking being a bum and shit. I'm like, oh my god, like, but like seeing that, and then his just seeing how he fights. Like, he's an athletic dude, and now he's been getting better. He will probably.
I mean, he was I don't know how many times he defended that belt, Robert Whitaker, before the Israel fight, but yeah, he was a champion.
Yeah.
He was a fucking great ass fighter before.
Why did I forget about him? Damn, disrespect.
That I don't know. It was.
Shame on me.
That should be the. I mean, because Israel Adesanya is, he claims he's ready or willing to fight anybody, but that's a rematch that's been needed to be made for a while.
Yeah. Well,
granted, he wanted to take everyone out first.
Well, he probably after this. What's his last name? Vettori? He's Italian, something like that. After this fight, he's probably gonna fight Whitaker after this.
Yeah. For sure, he's gonna have to. But I'm pretty sure Whitaker's gonna fight Pablo Costa first.
They better not give. Oh man, I don't think Costa will win that fight. But if he does, like, I don't want to see him fight Izzy again. That was a bad fight.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
I was drunk. Fuck that shit. Hungover. Whatever the fuck.
Excuses.
That was some bullshit.
Excuses.
You had a whole fucking day to recover. Like, get the fuck out of here. He is fucking yoked, though. Like, he's fucking, oh, my God.
I wonder what his natural weight is to be dropping down to 185 like that.
Probably easy, like 230, 235 easily. Walking around, he's fucking yoked. Because even at 205, he looks fucking like he's 220. He's like, Jesus.
Well, when do you see him at 205? They fight at 185.
Oh, my God. That's fucking right. Shit.
That's their division, middleweight.
That's right. Fuck, I was thinking that he was.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's been a light heavyweight for years, but he's not.
But
he fights at middleweight.
Example of fucking
compete fighters cut it. Damn. Weight. Yeah, so I'm gonna go fuck up the lightweight division,
bro.
For sure. I could drop 25 pounds.
I wish you the best, bro.
I'm gonna be yoked. I'll have like 38 abs.
Oh, so he says he walks around like 200 pounds. So I was way off. He looks fucking yoked. He's a fucking big fuck. That he is a fucking tank.
Well,
but he got fucking I mean, he still is. He's still a big guy. He gets beat up.
He's 6 foot.
He gets beat up, but
Pablo Costa is 6 foot.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, if I cut down to like 195, like how I would look.
Just try it.
I'm thinking about it. I haven't been. The last time I was 195, 190 was sophomore year.
Try to get down to 205. Fuck it.
I've gone down to 205.
All right, that's easy. Go further then.
I was cut up at 205. Like, my abs were coming in. I mean, they're kind of there now, but like I'm a little chunky right now. But at 205, like I was leaned out. So if I dropped another 10 pounds, man, that would be weird. That would take some getting used to. How much time we at right now? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Shit. You got anybody else you want to talk about real quick? I want to get into some basketball real quick, you loser.
Well, first off, not a loser.
You loser. You're a loser.
Who else in UFC? Nah, we'll come back to UFC next time. Whatever. Fuck it. All right, basketball.
Time. We're playing basketball. Boom, boom. We got a man. The first time I heard that song was when Bow Wow was in Like Mike, and I didn't know it was a remake for a long time. But I was also a little child when that came out. So,
Yeah, but I was also a little child. I couldn't
really do the research I wanted to at the time.
I see.
I didn't have the mental capacity.
I thought that was the first time that song came out as well. It was later in life I found out. I was like, okay.
Oh shit. Well, basketball, anyways. Loser.
Fuck
loser. I guess you guys aren't watch them come back.
I'm telling you, watch them come back with the next 4.
Fuck no, they're not going to. Your boy Tyler Hero sucks ass right now. He's not an NBA player. He's not an NBA. He let the stardom get to
You know what? Fuck it. If I was with his girl, I wouldn't even care.
Bro, you better start caring. That's what brings in the shmoney. That's what got him his girl.
True. But if you've seen his girl, you'd understand.
Oh, I've seen her. But if he wants to keep her, he better start playing right.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
She will fucking find another NBA player. They're not married, are they? They're just, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Tyler Hero's like fucking 20,
I
don't know.
So he's young, exactly my point. He's getting the Miami fucking lifestyle get to him, and he's not balling. Apparently Jimmy Butler's mad at him. Apparently the coaching staff is mad at him because he ain't balling. Jimmy needed to be slapped the fuck up playing like that. Yeah, Jimmy, what'd you expect?
Fucking him to perform something. I wanted him to give me one day good, one day bad. I could live with that. And don't give me all day bad.
That's still gonna lose you.
We'll see.
Lose in the first round.
Doubt it.
One day good, one day bad.
Giannis
win you playoff series.
Giannis can't close games.
He doesn't need to right now. He doesn't against this team. He doesn't need to.
Well, just admit it. The first game was some fuckery.
Suck right now.
The first game was some fuckery.
Last year was an anomaly. Last year was
an anomaly. I don't want to hear all this bubble slander bullshit.
The bubble was built.
Fuck
they
that.
were made for the bubble.
Don't give a fuck.
Without the bubble, this would have been the same thing last year. You just got to admit
I don't care.
There's always next year. They'll probably get a big free agent.
Well, they need to fucking perform better before I beat the shit. I drive to Miami and beat the shit.
What if Kawhi opts out of LA and goes to Miami?
And hopefully he drops 41.
Where he doesn't have to be the leader. And they got Jimmy Butler doesn't have the offensive game that PG has, but he is more of a leader. And that's what they need with the Clippers. So imagine if Kawhi opts out at the end of the season and goes to Miami.
You think Kawhi is going to take a back seat, though, to Jimmy being the leader?
Because he did in Toronto. He did in San Antonio.
Oh, for who? Kyle Lowry?
Kyle Lowry was more of a leader on that team.
It's Kyle Lowry's team, though.
Was more of a leader on that team. Kawhi Leonard was just the best player on the team. There's a difference between being a leader and being the best player.
True.
So what if he does that?
I agree.
Then what? You gotta look towards the future. You can't be stuck in the present right now because right now.
Well, right now,
it's looking like a
right
sweep.
Now I gotta be stuck here because
sweep.
I don't want to owe you $50. It's not that I care about the money, but I just don't want the Heat to lose like that. That'd be fucked. I'd be like, damn it.
I watched the whole game, the last game too, and it was from start to finish.
They got their asses beat. I didn't even watch it. I looked at the first quarter. I was like, never again.
That shit was rough.
Went to the gym. Didn't even look at it.
I was like, damn, I'm about to win some money, but yikes! Like, at least put up a fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they pissed me off for real. Game 1 pissed me off though, because I was literally still at the barbershop. I was watching on TV the whole fucking whole overtime, even before overtime.
That is tragic.
And then that shit, I was like,
that is tragic. Truly.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I literally said out loud too. I was like, when I saw Chris Middleton with the ball, I was like, if he hits this, I'm gonna throw up. And he fucking jaded.
Oh, you talking about game 1?
Yeah, game 1. I was like, hot.
That was a hell of a shot.
Yeah, I almost threw the fuck up.
The thing is now,
I was sick to my stomach. I was like, oh my god. The addition of
Drew Holiday is so much more important now because like it
was evident.
There's a 2A and 2B now.
It was definitely evident in
Plus,
game 2.
Drew Holiday also does have an offensive game.
Yeah.
So it's like it takes a lot of pressure off of Chris Middleton, so he could just go and fucking.
He was hooping. This man had 11 assists in like the first half.
Bro, they might fuck around and get to the finals. They'll probably
slow your roll.
They'll probably beat the Nets in round 2 for sure.
I don't know.
What, you don't think so?
I don't know.
Why?
You got a fucking 3-headed snake dropping 83.
It ain't gonna be that easy against the Bucks. You see how they're playing defense? It's not gonna be that easy.
Their defense sucks.
The Bucks defense sucks.
It's tragic.
What?
It's just Miami's been playing that bad.
No,
yes.
don't.
I'd rather shit on my own team than give the Bucks credit right now.
Let's not. Don't say stupid shit. The Bucks the Bucks are a better defensive team than they are an offensive team. They're great on both sides, but their defense is. Check the stats, cousin. But
or was.
There you go.
I'm on him.
But
yeah, that'd be an interesting round, I guess.
I mean, I've been saying that the Nets are out in the second round. I just feel like because now, I mean, and take it for what you want, but PJ Tucker is kind of, that's a pretty good pickup. Defensively, you could throw him at James Harden and Kyrie. Drew Holiday is going to pick up one of those, and he's a good defense. And he's going to have to make one of those two players, either James Harden or Kyrie, work on the defensive end too.
That's fine, but who's going to stop KD?
Giannis.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He'll contain him enough.
No, he won't.
Do you think KD's going to stop Giannis?
Not at all. But KD's not going to guard Giannis. Who's going to stop KD?
You can't stop KD. But one person is not like that's the
but
thing.
It's gotta. But you got to remember, it's not one person.
You got to play defense at a certain point. You got to play defense at a certain point.
You do.
And they do.
I agree with that. But the scoring they have is ridiculous.
And we've seen that. That doesn't get you. That gets you a lot of wins in the regular season. It doesn't get you far in the playoffs. We've seen it a billion times with this same coaching staff. Except now, Steve Nash is not a point guard and he's a coach, and Mike D'Antoni is an assistant coach. But neither of them commit to defense. And how far have they really gotten in the playoffs? We always get on them because they underperform in the playoffs.
True. I guess we'll just have to see.
We will, but I'm not going to be
because I mean, it's going to be Brooklyn, Miami, second round anyway, so I'm all good. We're going to rally off 4 straight.
That would be crazy.
Parlay?
I would shit my pants.
It's like double down on your bet.
Oh my God, I would be upset.
I'd be like, yes.
Like all that shit talking. Karma is real.
Wow, that'd be great if they do. And then the Knicks. Hopefully the Knicks can win today.
I think they will. I think that's gonna go 7 games. Knicks Hawks is probably gonna go 7 games. Or if Trae Young really just is that guy and he goes off and he's gonna relish in this moment and really take advantage of it, then Trae Young, Oh, by the way, boom! I was right on my preseason prediction of the Hawks. Like 5-6 seed. Right there, 5 seed. Boom. Check a past episode. I said it in like one of the earlier episodes. Like I think one of the first ones here. We're talking about NBA and I gave my little prediction. So
well, if we're talking about NBA predictions for playoffs at least, I definitely called the Mavs beating the Clippers.
Boom. Isn't that something to see right now though? The fucking Clippers.
Fucking Luka. Well, Luka's balling.
Yeah, he is.
He's fucking damn near had a triple-double both times. Well, he had a triple-double game 1.
I don't know. I feel like the more interesting story, though, is the Clippers.
But even last night, it was just, it was crazy to see. But Kawhi, they both played good. Kawhi had 41. Paul George had 28.
Oh, Kawhi had 41?
Yeah, and Paul George had 28. I did not see that. Like, damn, and they still that's lost. Not a bad game for either one of them.
And they still lost.
Luka had 39. But Tim Hardaway Jr. also had fucking he was 28 his ass off. Or 30. I think he might have had 30 something too.
He was shooting his ass off. I saw he was shooting the 3 like crazy.
I'll check from yesterday because that man was balling. He had a higher shooting percentage than fucking.
Damn, they're gonna have to blow. Are they gonna trade?
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. had 28.
That Clippers
and Luka had 39. You go to the other team, Kawhi 41, Paul George 28. So it was like. They were there. Crazy. They're just the bench. Actually, it was Kristaps. That was probably what did it for them.
Kristaps. How much did he have?
Just 20, but I mean a measly 20. Nobody on. 20. No one on the fucking. No one on the.
I guess compared to 41 and 39, I guess that is.
I'm saying it's a good game, but for a superstar player, 20 is not. That's not. Oh my God.
But he's not a superstar player. That's not
correct. But he can.
He had the potential to be at one point.
If he gets to that caliber of player, he's supposed to be.
But I think
he's a 7. That. He's a 7-footer with a ratchet.
I think we're past that though. How old is he? He's not that old. He's like in his mid-20s. Yeah, he might catch a second win.
I mean, shit.
With the injuries and his height, that's just not natural.
Shot 75% from 3 and 66% field goal percent. He played 32 minutes. Only put up 20. It's a good game.
Hey, that 20 is probably what.
It was what got him over the top. I mean,
and the thing is
they won by
the Mavericks probably would have won last year if they would have had Kristaps in the lineup, but he got hurt in last year's series, and then they still took it to 7, right?
No,
6.
It was 2-4.
Damn, the fucking Clippers. That is fucking. Especially the thing that makes him so interesting is that the way that Kawhi went to LA and he was, I'm the king now. Like, watch out, I'm here. And you kind of saw him break out of his shell a little bit. It's true though.
Or Stephen A.
It's true though.
They've both been saying this shit for
it's
days.
True. That's what makes it interesting.
The commercial
though,
he made and everything.
He was talking all this shit, and he's not the type of guy to talk shit. Like he's quiet, reserved dude, and fucking.
He's making that shmoney.
And then he fucking went to L.A. and boom, nothing. He's about to get bounced in the first round.
That'd be some shit. He should. They should, honestly, because
I mean, Kawhi dropped 41, so I mean, I guess he's doing his part.
Correct. I mean, even Paul George, he didn't have a bad game. Usually, playoff P does not show up. He shot pretty well. Not from 3, I think. I think he only made like 1 3, to be honest.
The new king of L.A., that New Balance commercial, that shit was fucking. He was on like 2 or 3 commercials. He had that one, the Terminator one. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was talking his shit.
Paul George from 3 last night, 14%.
Yikes.
54% field goal. Kawhi 66% field goal, 57 from 3. But he still, like I said, dropped fucking 28 points.
Well,
and had 12 boards, 6 assists. Pretty good game.
That's crazy. What other? I mean, Nuggets, Blazers. I think the Blazers are gonna win that one.
It's gonna be a series.
It's gonna probably
gonna
go
be
6
a series.
or 7 games. Who do you think's the better player, Jokic or Dame?
I mean, all around.
So usually in Game 7s, usually the fucking whoever has the best player
get Dame. If it goes to Game 7, I'm taking Portland. But I think the Nuggets.
Clutch as fuck.
I think the Nuggets are.
Dame time
it's a real thing.
It is.
It's a real fucking thing.
That one's. I feel
so
like
if it does go to Game 7, I will definitely give it to Portland. But that's the thing, if it gets there, because the Nuggets found the. I mean, it was a close game though.
Jr. though,
good game,
playing good. He
was a big part. He was a big part.
That second.
He needs to
from Jamal Murray.
If in the future?
Yeah, moving forward. If he keeps.
He's 6'8". Granted, he tore his fucking ACL, so
fucking, 6'10", and he can handle the ball like that and shoot. And I love Jamal Murray, but he's a small guy. He's a 3 on a championship team. He's a 3. If you get a guy like MPJ and he can turn into what.
True, because he's got the potential, but
he's the number 1 recruit coming out of high school, his class, right?
Yeah,
and then he fucked up his back.
Had to get back surgeries and shit. Mm-hmm. Played one game in college, and then he still drafted. I think 11th.
Yeah, he was a lottery pick.
14th.
He was a lottery pick.
No, he was right outside. He was like I thought he was 11 or
14 is the last pick in the lottery. Oh, so there you go, last pick in the lottery.
I'll be damned.
Regardless, but yeah, so if he can blossom and really, turn into what his potential is, then
if he can stay healthy,
they're dangerous.
If he can stay healthy.
He's been healthy, though. The past 2 seasons, he's been healthy.
I mean, he missed games last season.
I mean, load management.
No, it wasn't load management. He had gotten hurt. Like, I forget if it was either like an ankle or having back spasms. If it's back spasms, that's probably load management. They just say some random shit. Yeah. But I think he had like a high ankle sprain or something.
Well.
But either way, it's just crazy. We're talking about fucking 6'10", 7-footers just running around.
Shooting hoops, balling.
It's crazy.
Not giving a fuck.
Speaking about balling, I'm going to whip Eric's ass soon.
Shut the fuck up. I did play the other day, and I'm out of shape. We won the first game, but I just got to get back in there. You can definitely tell when you've been out of the gym for a while. Out of basketball for a while.
I'm not going to lie. The last time I played basketball, like really played, I found my shot towards the end. I finally warmed up and shit, but never been so sore in my life. Like, it was like a fucking truck. I
wasn't sore, but I tried to work out afterwards.
No, it's like a truck hit me.
Like, it was hard. Like, lifting 50 pounds
didn't I fucking tell you? I was like, it's going to be... I was like, you go play basketball. You're not going to be able to work out like you would.
Because we were only going to play one game, and then we won, and then they wanted to run it back.
Every time?
Like, fuck, all right, let's run it back. We should have won the second one, but we were just tired.
Did you play the best of 3?
No, we didn't.
You just went 1-on-1 and were like deuces?
Yeah, get a workout in.
True. I bet everyone was like, damn.
Nah, but there's 2 other people in there, so they probably had downs and shit. They had picked up, but yeah, that shit was tiring. Lakers, Suns. I got Lakers in 5 or 6 probably. Especially since Chris Paul's back.
Well, since AD wanted to play fucking basketball yesterday, yeah, I'll say Lakers in 5. The Suns got him the first game. They did.
But LeBron James historically loses game 1.
He has he has 3 times the NBA's percentage of if he loses game 1, like in the first round.
Oh yeah,
he ends up winning the series 67% of the time or something like that.
Yeah, the league is like 20-some percent.
20-some percent.
Yeah, I saw that. Where did I see that? I think like probably.
I think it was Colin.
Was it?
I think so.
Colin Cowherd, bro.
Because I saw it too, so it had to be.
He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
The Herd. Shout out to the Herd.
I listened to that shit. It's a good show.
Hopefully they listen to us one day. Colin,
Bro,
you know what?
Honestly, let's start tagging him and shit.
We should. I've loved Colin since Sports Nation.
Yes, he was funny. Like,
bro, he was hilarious.
Funny. Him and Michelle Beadle were funny as
fuck. That was the funniest sports show to me.
Like, that shit had me laughing hard.
It was like they were punny. Like, they were punny as shit. Like, Michelle would say some stupid ass shit.
They were corny. It was funny.
Colin was like just the real one. Just like, no, he fucking trash. He's trash. Like, just good. Calling out whoever had to be called out.
When it was Michelle Beadle and Marcellus Wiley too, I like that.
It was okay, but
Marcellus Wiley.
It was okay. He was he definitely is. But I'm just saying,
and he's kind of witty and punny like that too.
It still worked.
I thought it was
Sports Nation was a hell of a show. I liked all their little diagrams and weird shit they did.
What else? So Lakers,
the Jeers.
I'm talking. I mean, but what other series is interesting in the East? None.
I'm pretty sure Philly's gonna run through Washington.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a close game, game 2 right now, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Unless Bradley Beal starts shooting his ass off, because.
And Westbrook puts up like a 40-point triple-double.
But he doesn't. Man, he's so fun to watch, but so frustrating to watch at the same time. Mm-hmm. In crunch time, I can't. It's cringy. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck?
Makes stupid decisions. He tries to put his team in the best position, but there is some times where he's just like, damn it.
Oh,
why did you do that?
But,
why did you do that?
Great player regardless. Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Triple-double.
For sure.
All that good shit, but.
It's the most triple-doubles in NBA history.
With him in the playoffs. You can take that.
But it will be interesting to see, going back to Bucks-Nets, if the Bucks beat, Miami, of course, in the second round, because, I just want to see what, honestly, the Brooklyn can do.
They're going to get tested. It's not going to be...
I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park like everyone thought it. When it first happened,
because it was the hype and everybody was
that and like the first 3 games they played together, oh shit. And then you realize that was the only games they played together in 6 months. Like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, and playoffs is you can hone in on shit. And you can hone in on teams' weaknesses. And for as great as all
but they're
three
pretty
of
deep.
They are,
they're pretty deep.
I think the only one that's gonna get his every night that is you're not gonna stop is KD. I think you can game plan around James Harden and Kyrie Irving to stop and limit them. KD's gonna get his every night.
I think KD and James.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, James gets his in a different way. Like, James is shooting 20 free throws a night type of player.
Not in the playoffs, he's not. They're not calling.
I mean, this man.
They don't call.
It's more play through. Yes, I agree.
That's where he fucks up because he's so used to playing in the regular season where they're gonna give him calls. In the playoffs, they let you play a little bit more, especially the deeper that you get in the rounds. They're gonna let you play. They're not gonna blow the whistle as much, and that's where he fucks up in a sense, and that's where he loses his rhythm because he's not at the free throw line as much.
I guess you're right.
And Kyrie Irving, I like him, and of course he's clutch, but like he's before LeBron, he had never been in the playoffs. He got with LeBron. He had a good playoff run because he got hurt the first time, and then the third time after they won the championship, he was checked out. With Boston, he didn't play the first time, and then first round exit the second year that he was in there. So, it's going to be interesting to see now that he's actually. It seems like he's bought in. It seems like. I
mean, he says crazy shit, on and off the floor. But when it comes to hooping,
he's a hooper. But
this man can hoop.
But I do see it. Like I said, the one that's going to get his every night, in my opinion, is going to be KD. Like, there's going to be no stopping him. Like, the ones that are going to be a little bit more streaky for me that I could see that are going to be a little bit more up and down is James Harden, and more so Kyrie Irving.
I would agree with Kyrie just because. Now his role is more playing off the ball. He's the shooting guard pretty much. Mm-hmm. James, like I said, that man's going to get his. He was the MVP for a reason. Like, it's not just, he was putting up historical scoring nights like Kobe. Like, James can get his. Especially, they have good defenders. If, like I said, God forbid the Bucks end up beating the Heat, they would have fucking Drew Holiday. They would just have to throw bodies at him. Chris Middleton, fucking Giannis at some point might even have to try to guard him. Like, He's going to get people in foul trouble. I know it's not the same officiating, and it's a little more played through, but then he can get you with assists. Like, he averaged, I think 11 assists this year? A game? Like, it's pretty good numbers. I mean, he's looking for passes because you still got to respect his shot at all times. This man is basically just like fucking Steph and Dame. Crosses half court, he could pull up. He's got range. So it's like you gotta respect it in a sense.
It is nice to have exciting playoff basketball though, and not regular season boring basketball.
This is true.
We didn't really get to talk about this much. I was a fan of the playing games. I don't really like the kind of round robin thing or the double elimination thing. But the Lakers Golden State game, that was a fucking hell of a game. That was an
A1 game. I mean, even Golden State and the fucking Grizzly game, they were great games. Didn't work out for Golden State, but great games. Actually, let's go back to some excitement. Let's go back to that the first round. Donovan, Utah, and fucking the Grizzlies. Grizzlies got game 1, but Donovan's coming back for game 2. So I think that's. What do you think? Shift of series, real quick.
Yeah, I think Donovan. Well, he was there's like coming out that he was upset and like wasn't happy with that decision, like with the team and shit. Because apparently his personal training staff and the team's training staff worked together, but his training staff was saying that he was good to go, like he was ready to go, and the team's training staff was like, "Nah, pump the brakes." Late game scratch, and they ended up not playing him. So he's pissed. Correct. So he's gonna come out and
with a vengeance.
Yeah, hopefully shoot his ass off. And I
love Donovan, man.
Yeah, I think
that's a good young player that I'm like I mean, granted, hey, shit, I could rock Donovan's jersey. D-Wade bought the team. Fuck it. Still rocking my boy.
Fucking 45. The black and orange and red jerseys that the Utah Jazz have, those ones are nice. The little like desert ones, whatever the fuck. They're city jerseys, whatever the fuck that is. Those ones
they got some hard jerseys. Miami, actually, if we're just talking about jerseys too, Miami game 1, ugliest jerseys I've ever seen in the ones, yeah, they're like fucking they're like piss yellow. Mustard, literally yellow. I'm like
they're playing piss poor. That's why.
Boom. Fair enough. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Boom.
I love him, but God bless. Like I was like, come on.
Your boy Tyler Hero. Where's Duncan? Where's he at? Is he playing well?
I mean, the game one, him and fucking Dragic were playing extremely well.
Who was it that said he looked like fucking Doctor Strange? Someone said Dragic looked like Doctor Strange. I don't know how much. I was kind of like
Duncan Robinson. Those ones are way funnier. Sheen like comparisons. Those are way funnier to me.
Fuck.
That shit's hilarious. When you put him side to side, you're like, whoa.
Good old internet with the good old memes and all that shit.
The internet is undefeated. I love the internet.
I mean, shit.
I mean, granted, you see a bunch of dumb shit, but it's hilarious.
So then, is that a defeat?
The internet?
Yeah, if you see.
I mean, it low key makes us dumber.
No, I'm talking about like if you see like a meme and it's dumb and you don't laugh, is that a loss with the internet? Like, does the internet take that L, or they just?
I feel like they just keep being on, or just keep on with keeping on.
No, well, fuck.
They just keep doing the thing.
Fuck it.
Putting out all sorts of shit, good, bad, ugly. Don't matter. They just throw
For the ones that didn't know, the ones being me, I didn't know. Oh fuck! Well, it was nice being back on the mic. It's been a
glad to have you. Maybe see you again sometime.
Bro, you never know. Of course.
But anyways, like I was saying earlier in the episode, June 1st,
many more episodes.
Start my UFC career. Or my UFC run, I should say.
Yeah. Well, good luck. I do wish you the best with that.
I love you're like, I do wish you the best. I do want to try it, just fuck around.
Finding people, I talked about that with my dad in Jacksonville. We talked about times we've gotten into fights. I've gotten into more fights than him, but he told me some stories. I'm like, damn.
That I don't have. My dad has definitely gotten into way more fights than me.
I got into more fights than my dad, but like
even in his older years, has gotten into more fights than me.
Though, is that like
and way dumber fights, way dumber.
Who, your dad?
Yeah. Just be doing the most sometimes, getting himself jumped occasionally.
Yeah,
it's happened more than once. It's like
I'm just a little bit more loose at the mouth than my dad is when it comes to those. Like when it comes to situations like that, like when it's kind of getting a little heated and shit. My dad's not as confrontational. Like he'll stand his ground and defend himself and fight if he has to. And I'm the same way, but there's moments It's like a 50-50. Depends on what mood I'm in. That I'll fucking all right. Like I'll start testing and trying to be like all right, and then I start. Just,
yeah, I've seen it.
I'll just fucking all right, go for it. Then,
I've
bitch.
seen it.
Like hit me then.
I've
and I'll poke and prod a little bit.
Yeah.
But then other times I'm just like I'm not with it. I don't want the confrontation, or I'll just straight up and like bet, and I'm with the shits right there, and then it's on.
The 24 one, I'd say, was the with the shits moment. It was just like you're like, no, fuck it, let's go.
That was a combination of with the shits and talking shit and poking. So I guess that was more. I guess the talking shit and with the shits lands more on the 50-50 side. The not wanting confrontation and being passive lands on the other side.
I feel like I'm usually pretty passive. Like I mean, I'm just a genuinely I'm just a like chill guy. So nothing's really gonna get me amped like that. Yeah. Especially that day. For instance, I didn't really take any offense to shit.
Yeah, I think I was just looking for it, honestly. Not looking for it, but like.
I mean, hey, you were just in what you did.
Yeah, I was
because they were crying like little bitches, acting like I hit them so hard, and then he tried to like undercut. So it was a dirty play.
And I was talking about this with my mom and like with my dad too. That like I'm like I guess like a what's the word I'm looking like a defender type.
The protector.
Shit. Like if I see like the first fight.
I mean, I'm the same way when it's shit.
Yeah, I think I said this already, but the first fight I got in, like my friend, it was in first grade, and my friend was getting beat up, and I dropped the fucking people's elbow on this kid and fucking
damn near broke his back.
Yeah, and then I made sure my friend was okay, and then he was good, and I just fucking walked away like nothing happened. And like I went to a private school for a little bit, and I got to a lot of fights in there, but my friends were like I guess the dweebs and shit. Like I didn't hang out. My friends were the dweebs. I didn't hang out with like the cool popular kids because they were. I
was always the cool popular kid.
Snobby kid, so I'm like.
I never went to a private school though, but I was always the cool popular kid. Yeah, it's like people watching this who went to high school with us. They're like, no, the fuck he was. No, I'm just kidding.
He was lame. No, he was cool. No, he was. No, you know people. You still are.
I know. It's a joke. It's a joke. They know I'm cool.
Yeah, no, you still are. You still,
I've always been one with the people.
A man of the people. But yeah, so like, and then when they would start picking on them, I'll be like, nah, we ain't doing this.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of been like that.
I agree. I've always had that role.
And in that instance, at 24, like, the dude fucking laid your shoulder, and then I saw my opportunity, and I fucking took it.
That was, you did. But it was a cheap shit because, I mean, I understand. Well, granted, like I said, I didn't take offense to it because I understood, like, I just understand basketball like that. But at the same time, I was like, you little bitch, you. Because they were mad at like 2 plays before when I accidentally fouled him. Yeah. Like, it's one thing if I'm like going to take your head off intentionally, but like I went for the ball, you happened to move it, I slapped your arm, cry me a fucking river. So like the very next player, like 2 plays after, when he got the ball in the wing, he just tried to drive through me basically. Yeah. And it was low key funny because I pulled the lawn chair on him. That's why you got him so bad. Because he like tried to drive a shoulder, and I was like, yeah, okay, moved, and he fucking went up awkwardly, and you fucking cleared his ass. So it's pretty funny, good shit. My boy got my back.
Bro, that's what I'm here for. But that's what I'm here for. But all right, that's it. You already plugged us out and everything. YouTube,
like
Spotify,
always, you can find
SoundCloud.
us. No Hangover Podcast. We're on Instagram.
There too.
Twitter, No Hangover Pod.
Sure. Something like that.
Listening platforms, you got SoundCloud, you got Spotify, you got Apple Podcast. Mm-hmm. Visual platforms, you got YouTube.
The tube.
If you want to see, like I say, like always, you want to see our pretty faces, go to YouTube, like and subscribe.
Yeah, and I fucking trimmed my beard. If you guys didn't notice,
I was gonna mention it earlier. It's grown back enough now. He's kind of growing his 5 o'clock shadow back. Yeah, the day it happened, babyface Eric, hilarious. Yeah. Like, it was, I literally had to look at him for like 5 minutes. I was like, what the fuck just happened here?
The funny thing is that when Jordan came home and saw it, like at that point, I just didn't even like, wasn't even
forgot
about it. And then when he looked at me, I'm like, oh yeah, I shaved my face. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like,
that shit was funny.
I'm looking at him
because I had like 5 hours of this.
And then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, that's right, I did shave.
I had like hours of seeing him already, and I'm like, yep. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Funny. That shit was funny.
It literally looked like if we had jumped in a time machine, went back to the apartment we all used to live in, and Eric just had like walked out of his room type shit.
Something like that.
I was like, oh god.
No, it was more like 2 years ago, 3 years ago at this point, 2018 look. Because I had my hair pulled back. True. My beard wasn't as thick then as it is. Well, it's not right now, but it was. But that's a story for another time. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding. Boom. Everybody love everybody. Peace.